Hello, this is Alex Colwell and welcome to Political Rally on Public Cable Television. In this clip, this is my first political rally seeing Governor Sarah Palin at Home Depot Center in Carson, California. Over 15,000 people attended the rally, generating lots of excitement for the Republican Party, where there were only 8,000 tickets issued by the Republican headquarters. While we were waiting in a long line, I asked several people if they ever attended a political rally, and every one of them said, "This is my first time." But first, my wife and co-worker had to wait in a line to go through the security gates, while the Obama protesters greeted us screaming to the top of their lungs. I thought, how tolerant of this Obama mob. But I wonder if there were similar situation occurred at Obama rallies. For some of them, it was just a big party. However, some of them you can see the hatred in the eyes and the angry body language projecting at us. They were following marching orders issued by Obama to protest and get into people's faces who don't agree with him. Within moments getting inside, all the seats were taken up, so we crowded around the edges of the tennis court looking down, seeing John Voight, talking a bit about the war, economy, and of course Sarah Palin and her early years before becoming governor of Alaska. By the way, I love his National Treasure movies. Ah yes, Sarah lipstick, and you don't want to mess around with a hockey mom who uses red lipstick. Go Sarah! The crowd all stood up and cheered as Governor Sarah Palin walked onto the stage. She has brought a ton of energy to the election in helping the Republican Party to win the White House again, and hopefully more seats in Congress to provide support of our presidential candidate, John McCain. Shelley Mandel provided introduction of Miss Palin. Interesting, Miss Mandel is the president of the Los Angeles National Organization for Women, referred as NOW. Miss Mandel officially gave her support to Sarah Palin. There were some boos and hoos from the crowd since NOW tends to be Democrat and pro-choice. But I have to give credit to Miss Mandel for being very brave to go against the left-wing feminist tide in supporting a conservative and Republican vice president candidate. Sarah Palin has a trait of Ronald Reagan in timing of good quotes for the moment. She talked about getting a Starbucks mocha cup quote from Madeleine Albright saying, "There's a place in hell reserved for women who don't support other women." Naturally, a lot of ladies and gentlemen gave their hoops and loops. As Palin started into her stump speech, there was some heckler yelling at her about getting out of Iraq and standard left-wing soundtrack. She paused, then smiled, knowing her moment has been ordained. Before resuming her speech, she reminded the crowd that her son and other soldiers are fighting in Iraq to provide hecklers freedom of speech as well as hers. We cheered. She spoke about the New York Times concerning Obama's association with Bear Arrows, American terrorists in the 70s. She talked about the positive forces of America in bringing good and freedom around the world. And, lastly, reminding us that John McCain is the man for the job. Before we knew it, she wrapped up her speech and the crowd raised and cheered as she signed autographs and taking pictures with the folks. Although we were over 50 yards away, it was exciting to see Sarah Kuda in the flesh. Walking out of the Home Depot Center, our ever-present Obama cheerleaders continued screaming at us as we walked back to our car. Go McCain Palin. This is Alex Colwell, and thank you for watching, and God bless.